Well, I'm down here in the Waihees again, going on a backpacking trip. I'm gonna hike into a couple little lakes that are back up in here. I'm down in the Snake River Valley. As you can see, there's the Snake River right there at the base of this big old butte. And currently in the parking area, just getting ready to start the hike. This is the end of the road into the motorized vehicle portion of the trip, and it's all on foot from here. Anyway, I'll show you real quick where we're going. Let's see here. I am here apparently, and this little lakes, Halverson Lake. There's 1, 2. So anyway, we're gonna hike up in there, and then come back along the Snake River at the end of the trip. So anyway, that's where we're headed. So let's get the party started. All right. Well, here's the start of the trailhead. I'm gonna be hiking up in here, and we're gonna take this. There's several trails in this area. Let's see, there's the Halverson Lake trail loop there, and then this trail here follows the Snake River down. So what we're gonna do is take this middle trail right here and cut up through the desert and hit the lakes, do a little bit of fishing and hanging out, and then when we're done, we're gonna head up on the upper trail. There's one that goes at the base of the cliffs up there. So anyway, that's where we're headed. Like I said, we're down here at the down in the Waihees in Southwest Idaho, and this is the infamous Snake River here. View opens up a little ways up the trail here, so let's get started. It's like this tree here. Take a good look at that. It's about one of the only ones of these you'll see. So I think there's a tree or two up by the lake, but that's about it. It's not a very big lake, by the way. It's more of a pond than anything. So. Let's see this big old lizard right there. It's right in the middle of the trail. He wants to do some hiking too. There you go, little fella. And he's just cruising up the trail. And on top of this little first rise come to, and it starts opening up a little bit. Just headed up the trail here. This is part of the Snake River Plain. Here, like I said, it kind of opens up a bit. So I'm just walking up the trail there. Met a little visitor, a little lizard cruising along up the trail for a while with me. Hopefully that's the only trail companion we come across. There's a bunch of rattlesnakes up here, even a few scorpions. So. Always a good piece of advice right there. Well, getting close here. So, seeing the lake/pond pretty soon. Gorgeous day out. A little bit hot. Got an early start. Still pretty hard already. Definitely gonna be way hot by later. Yeah, do alright then. Like I said, there's a little bit of water up here, so if it's too hot, we'll do some swimming or something. About this canyon though is it does trap the heat a little bit and focus it down here. So in the valley, if it's hot, it's probably 5-10 degrees hotter here. So it's this valley that I'm in. trail marker just about down to the lake now. This is the trail that leads down there, and you can see here this is the trail that I just came off. Actually, this one coming here. There's another one going down there. It ties back into the Snake River loop, and then actually this fork here will catch back up to the trail that we're going to take out of here. We're going to cut back through that basalt field up there, those basalt rocks, and jump on over the side and then follow the valley back down. But yeah, you can see a lot of trails crisscrossing down here, and I gotta give these guys one thing: they mark them well. These trail signs are just, yeah, it seems like they're every 20 feet or 20 feet. This isn't too far of a hike here, and I mean, I've probably, on just the trails I'm going, I've probably seen 6 or 7 so far. So anyway, there's that. It's pretty cool geology down here. All these huge boulders. And you can see this one, but it has got a little space underneath it, you know, so a little natural shelter or something like that. But anyway, that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's one of the reasons I really like. Actually, I might walk over here and check this out. But one of the reasons I really like the Hawaii's and this high desert country and Snake River plain is just the geology of the area is just amazing. I just got lost down here, but this is that rock I was just looking at, this big boulder. It's a pretty interesting formation, I guess you'd call it. But I don't know if you can see out here, just like that all over. Some of these boulders are the size of cars and houses even. We've been down here in the winter when the lakes are dry, and some of those boulders in the lake are just huge. Sorry, I'm off trail right now. Just wanted to go check that out. Minimize any impact on the environment here. Alright. Well, just rounded the corner, and I can see first glimpse of water up here. You can see this big old tree right there. Can't see the water right now, but you will in just a second. There. Alright. So there's Halverson Lakes. That's where we're at. Yeah. So see, we're at the base of this cliff here, canyon. Can't see the bigger lake, but it's right here. We'll go over there in a minute. The one I'm going to check out first is this one over here. It's just a little fella. It's littered with boulders, but it's fairly shallow, so earlier in the day and in the evening, even at night, some good fishing in there. But really awesome camp spot right here. Like I said, there's not too much trees or anything down here, but this is definitely one of them. So it's an awesome camp spot. Came down here in the early winter time. Actually, I think it was this year, and did a hike down here. This was where we stayed. It's changed a little bit now. See this fire ring? It looks like, wow, that's a monstrosity. But yeah, there's just a little fire ring last time I was here. Looks like they've dragged some boulders out to sit on or whatever, but this area was a lot clearer last time. But you can still see it's really nice. Got plenty of shade from this tree. It does get really hot down here. Still got a lot of greenery going on for middle of July, as hot as it's been. But can't get over that fire. Just gotta like rearrange that, clean it up a little bit. So anyway, we'll walk down to the lake here, see what it's looking like, see if it's fishable. Soaring up there. A little bit of a breeze today, but it looks like they're enjoying it too. Definitely enjoying it down here. Let's help keep some of this heat off. So anyway, here's the first little pond. Just walked in. We were by this tree here. It's the camp area. And here's the first one of the Halverson Lakes, if you call it that. It's like a puddle. But anyway, here it is, littered with all these huge boulders. It's pretty cool, actually. It's really shallow right now. I'm not sure that you can see it, the depth or anything. The water is really clear, but it's pretty shallow. So just saw a fish jump over there. See the circle dissipating? So that's good. It does have deeper pockets, so obviously there's a fish hanging out over there. But yeah, you can wade out here and do a little fishing. I know over by these bigger boulders here, there's some deeper areas and that, so might be some fish hanging out there. If there are, they'll probably be heading out pretty soon. It is getting a little bit hot, so they'll come in here at night in the deeper parts, and you know, probably get some good fishing out of here. But anyway, that's pretty cool. Really love this little area. Like I said, it never ceases to amaze me down here in the Hawaii's, the so-called, you know, desert land, high desert land. Just the amount of beautiful scenery that there is, the amount of wildlife. Oh, did you see that? Fish just jumped right there. So I wasn't lying. I just can't believe they're in here right now. It's really hot, and that is really shallow water. I mean, we're talking a couple inches, a few inches deep. So anyway, yeah, definitely some fish in here, mostly bass and bluegills. Rumors in the bigger lake over this way of some catfish. So we're going to primarily be doing some bass fishing. Alright, this is the bigger of the two Halverson Lakes. Still more of a pond, but here she is. This one's a little bit deeper, so there'll definitely be some good fishing in here, no doubt about it. So I'll try to come up on this rock here and fall in. Alright, well, that's a good sign. I just heard a fish jump out there. It looks kind of weedy, a little bit of moss growing down in there, but it's actually good for the fishing. So yeah, so this is Halverson Lake down here. It's just outside of Celebration Park in the Snake River Valley in Southwest Idaho. Just a little gem here out in the desert, a little oasis. Sits down here at the base of this cliff. Like I said, this is once again the Snake River Valley. The lake that I was just at, and if you could see that, that's actually kind of a part of a sand dune. That's all pure sand over here, and that other shallower lake is at the base of that. Of course, it was really shallow. Did see some fish jump over there though, so know they're in, know they're active. So I'm gonna give this a try, catch some fish, do a little hanging out, and see what happens. Now, as you can see, I brought along the backpacking fishing stuff here. So break out the rod. See fish jumping all over out there, so that's a good sign. Even in that shallower pond or lake over there, they were jumping, and seen some jump out here. So anyway, I got the little rod and a little tackle system, so I'll strap this on and we'll do some fishing. Alright, so just getting my rod rigged up here, and I brought along a different reel this time than I usually carry backpacking. I've got my backpacking rod, but I brought along a different reel and ran into a little problem here. I don't know if you can see this. It doesn't fit in the reel seat. I never checked that before. I've never used this reel with this rod before. So Improvise with a little duct tape. It's pretty solid there, so we should be good. But that's just, I guess, a quick lesson here. Is why I always carry a comprehensive repair kit in my essentials bag here. These little problems come up constantly when you're out, and they don't need to be problems. So anyway, improvisation, that's the key word of the day, and let's go fishing. Alright, in the tent for the night. Got the new down sleeping bag that I made. I'm gonna give it a test and see how it does tonight. Should be alright. So, except all the down seems to be collecting on the sides, but I have to redistribute it a little bit sometime during the night, but should be alright. So, anyway, see you in the morning. Well, just getting up, been up 10-15 minutes or so. Slept pretty good last night. Sleeping bag was a success. New sleeping bag worked out great. So anyway, gonna get up here and make some coffee and do some fishing. So yeah, cool. So if there's ever a place to be wary of rattlesnakes, this kind of country is definitely it. So you see this trail, you got tons of rocks, and you got some, you know, in the sun, and then you got these shady spots, and yeah, this is definitely the type of country that you want to be careful of rattlesnakes. We've seen several lizards and garter snakes, water snakes around. Still, you can see the lake out there. But anyway, yeah, it's kind of hiking here around the lake, and it's that time of day. And like I said, you definitely want to be wary of rattlesnakes around this kind of country. Alright, so I was just talking about snakes a second ago, and let's see if he's still here. Yep, there he is. Let's see his tail. This is a big one too. Came down here fishing. See him crawling up in there. But yep, came down here right by the water for some fishing, and there's about a 5 foot 5-foot snake laying right up in here, right up in the shade, just like we were just talking about. A couple feet away from the sun and water's edge. So anyway, interesting. Alright, well, all packed up and ready to hit the trail out of here. Did a little fishing. It was okay. There's definitely fishing there. So had a good time, no complaints. It was a little bit hot, but oh well. It's either too hot or too cold, right? So I was hoping to see some mule deer on this trip. Didn't get to though. Heard a ton of coyotes last night. They're just howling up a storm, and saw a few lizards, snakes, some hawks, stuff like that. That's about it so far. Maybe pick up a deer on the way out, but I doubt it. It's kind of hot out, so. That's where we're headed out from. Back by the sandy area, kind of back there. Nice little place to take shade. Huge boulder. Alright, well, we're almost out of here. Just got this last little leg left, crossing through this kind of boulder field here. Probably got half a mile back to the car is all. So yeah, it's been a good trip. No complaints here. Gotta get out, do some walking and some camping and a little bit of fishing, a little bit of chilling out by the fire. Sitting by the water over there. This little lake's kind of nice. Got to try out that new down sleeping bag that I put together. Huge success on that. I'm really happy about that. Just kind of hesitant that it wouldn't work out. So I got down to the low 50s last night, and it was perfectly warm. I was cozy in it, and had to pull it down a couple times during the night. Getting a little too warm, so that's good. Yeah, so that's that. But, anyway, we'll probably wrap this up when we get off the trail here. Well, that's about it. Here's the river right here, and looks good. Wish I had my boat right yeah, so what was I saying? At the end of the trail. So get back here into the car, have a break, have a snack, and I think I will get some footage of Celebration Park up here, at least a little bit, and include that in here, show you guys. It's a pretty cool little place. So anyway, the hiking, backpacking portion of the trip is done.